Hi, John Wanoa here in Auckland. I'm just ringing my second lawyer, another one, and see how I get on. I'm just make sure it's the right number. Alright, here goes.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record. Hello, Carl's phone.
Yes, look, it's Carl should be back from being away, and he said to give him a call.
Yeah, here he is now. He is
Oh,
back.
thank you very much.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Hello, Carl here.
Yeah, Carl, it's John Wanoa here. I was waiting for you to get back, see if you can take on my case. And
Sorry, sorry.
John,
Who's speaking?
John Wanoa, and I'm in know to who. I've got a case that you might be able to take it on for me, and see if you can do it for me.
Yes, no, I'm afraid I won't be able to.
Oh.
So thank you for your call.
Okay then.
Bye now.
But that was quick. That was quick for him to say no, he can't do it. They all can't do it. See, because the words got around that my case is too hard for them because they'll lose their license if they take it on to protect Eddie Mitchell and their profession, because it's one. If you get one lawyer, you can't go into the court, but I can go by myself now because I'm running out of lawyers. I've got one more, and if I can't get the last one, that's it. I have to go into court myself and represent myself and see what the court fees are. I've got to go into the High Court in Auckland and make inquiries tomorrow to see how much it would cost me to do my own case, and it looks like I'll be able to do it, not a problem, and that would be the better way to do it because these lawyers will not have the information that I'm holding and the deed title to this country on all corporations in the world, and that's why they know now. Don't talk to me because they'll libel them. Eddie Mitchell has libelled all the lawyers, the judges, the barristers, the solicitors, the Freemasons, the government, the police, the army, the whole lot of every corporation in this country and the world. He's libelled the whole lot with 17 trillion US dollars out of this brain. Okay, so that's all I want to do for now. We'll leave it there, and I'll put this little clip up just to hear you talking to Carl Trotter, the money laundering lawyer. They won't take it on, and you just imagine if they win a case, it's to recover debt. It's you get 4% on the first 200,000 in the court. If he wins the case, any lawyer or barrister, it's 400 for the first hour, I think it is, and then 200. It goes down to 200 an hour after that for every hour of work they do. Okay, so that's, when you look at it, you'll see how much it costs to do a case like this. That's their commission, or on 17 trillion. If you work out 17 trillion, if he was to recover it, what is he going to get out of it? You see, it's right out. If I made an agreement with him to do the case, he would want to actually take it on for the whole amount at a separate outside of court case in the private, so that he would get something for recovering all the debt. I don't need any lawyer to recover the debt. I'll do it myself. Once I get Eddie Mitchell in the court to say that he did in fact steal the money, and then I can take over from there. Okay, because I'll contract somebody, and that somebody is Putin and Xi Jinping and North Korea and any of their allies that are starting to mount up now, all their allies, okay? But I still use the £2 pound note to flush out all the fraud money in the US, the fiat money, it'll flush it out, the £1 pound note, all the money that come out of the £1 pound note, Rothschild Bank, is illegal and illegitimate Bank of England, because they never got the consent from King William III that gave the mortgage and the admiralty of military protection of the business. Okay, so there, that's all. Okay, we'll see you later. I haven't heard back from my caravan yet, and from Brenda James, she's on Facebook, sold me a caravan. I'm waiting for it now, so to let you know, Brenda is changing the ownership of the caravan, the free caravan, down in Wellington, and I'm going to go down this morning, but it's running late in time now. I won't go today, I'll go tomorrow to go and pick it up. Okay, so it's a nuisance because I paid the deposit on Marketplace, so that it's sold now because she's accepting my deposit. So there, I'll just make that public because I'm getting annoyed waiting around for her to tell me, come and pick it up. It's mine now. No matter what, I can go and get it, but I don't want to go there without the ownership papers changed, okay? Or me going to get the ownership papers changed myself. Okay, so I'll see you later, and I'll get back to work. Okay, I've got a lot to do, and poor at that. Okay, I'm still looking for anybody that will fund me and the High Court, to recover the 17 trillion, and I'm going to use the shares in anybody joining as a member. You have to join as a member of the Moai Crown King William III Trust versus any trust in the world with that trust. It's holding the deed title. I'm holding the deed of one native title, 10-acre block for the whole world. Okay, that's how it works. I'm just waiting to see if anybody's going to pay the High Court bill. That's about 1,500 to put the case in, and I'll go and stand by myself and do it myself. Okay, I've got it here. I've had plenty of practice, and this is the 80th court hearing I've had on Zoom, and it's all up here. I just stand in front of the judge and say, Eddie, there's him over there, ask him, where's the money? How did he get it? What are you planning to spend it for? Whose authority? And pull him out. If the judge finds him stole it, then I'll get it back. Okay, that's all it is. It's just going to be John Wanoa versus Eddie Mitchell in the High Court of Auckland very soon. I want to go there now. I want to see if anybody, I'll give you money back or buy shares, $1,500 worth of shares, and already people have got shares in the company already because it's registered in London, in the company's house, okay? Killen Rush, he's the trustee over there, resident and domicile, and I'm the lead trustee, the head trustee here of that trust, and running the business from here. And he's picking it up how to run a business in the land and sea jurisdiction, okay? There, he's picking up a little at a time, but it takes 50 years to get this far. Okay, you have to know all the spokes on a wagon wheel that makes the crown work. A bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of that. And stir it up and find who is mucking around with our contract. Okay? Trump has crossed the red line in contract law with our contract. The Queen, and he's taken the crown from England and taken it to America. And that's what changed it to Nasara Gisara. They're going to get the big green pound note laying on the head. A mortgage on the head from our trust to his Grayscale XRP trust versus the Moai Crown King William III Trust that created the mortgage bank lien and the Bank of England Act and the 2-bar patented pound note. Okay, they've got a unpatented 1-bar pound note, and they're trying to run away, smash all their yak wrecking yard in Westminster, and turn it over to the Muslims, and then run away and start again with Nasara Gisara and stolen wealth. You see, the same as what Eddie Mitchell has done, stolen the intelligence from me. He didn't put it together to make 17 trillion. He hasn't got a brain good enough to go that far. And no one's going to believe him in his history of Tainui and Ngāti Whātua, because those were created by Maori and Pākehā here in New Zealand, and they've got a problem with their government whakamininga up at Waitangi. They've got to sort it out, because I've had my years at it, and now they're going to try and do a better job than me with no title. Okay, so anyway, we'll leave it there. I'll just wait for Brenda James to call me and leave me a message to come and pick the caravan, because I paid for it, and it's satisfied the marketplace buying and selling. Okay, so there, I'm still here. I want to get down, come back, and I want to build a raft from 44-gallon drums. They're going in $10 each. I need 100 of those, and plywood, 29 bits of plywood going now, and glue, and the paint that stops wood from eroding in the sea and stops the metal from rusting. That stuff, you spray it on and never rusts, never rots, and seals it all up. And the size of what I'm doing to float my caravan and to float my car and boat out behind Jason Hoggard's boat, his yacht, and I can push this floating platform out to his boat, and he can hook it up and pull it out to Great Barrier, and then I can leave the motor on it and give it a bit of a hand too with the motor stuck on the back of this platform. Its size is 5.8 meters long by 2.9 meters wide. Costs $2,000 all up. $2,000 all up for a platform on 100 44-gallon drums at $10 each. Some glue, that's ADOS glue, 10 cans of glue, and 10 cans of rust paint, the paint we are looking at, Pare, that you can paint a rusty trailer or boat or car and it won't rust no more. Okay, so there, I'll chuck that all over the boat, spray it, get a spray gun, you can buy them now with a spray on it, and put the bottle on, and spray the whole up. After I weld it up, I'll weld all the drums together, weld them all up, stick them together, then glue the wood on the top, and glue the wood together, the plywoods together on the edges, to join them all up as a deck, and then you've got a floating ramp. Then I can put my house on it, or I can use it for ferry to ferry the car out, and my caravan out, and a van out, and anything on it that those drums will take. Okay, 100 drums. It will take a lot of weight on it, and so I just need to make a ramp to get on it from the shore. Okay, that's all. That's all I want to say for now, because that's what I've been spending my time on, how to do it. I've just costed it all up, costed all the plywood. I got a cheap price for the plywood, and they're only a smaller size, but I'll just get a bigger size, the 13 mil or 20 mil at the best. You're starting to pay a lot for wood at 20 mil, so depends on the price and what I can get. But that's for $2,000 for a floating platform to put your cell home on it. your capsule home on it. 5.78 meters long. You can get 2 vehicles on there, and 2.9 meters wide. That's about 3 meters wide and 6 meters long. So that's quite big kick to pull out. And that little motor I got, 9.8 horsepower, would have pushed it all the way there if the right tide was going that way. I'll work out the right tide to take itself over there with a little outboard motor on. It's ready to go. Outboard ready to go. Okay, so that's all I've done today, and I can go to Wellington to pick the caravan up tomorrow. I'll just wait for Brenda to call me, and I'll be on my way down there in the morning. Okay, so I've done quite a bit today. I rang the lawyer just now, Carl Trotter, and he's back now from where he was, and that's number 8 lawyer that's turned me down with 17 trillion. You know how much they'll get from 17 trillion if they recovered it? They would get sacked by the government, and because they'll libel the government, because it's all about the lawyers, the government, and barristers, courts, judges, everybody in the fraud that Donald Trump's doing with his crypto, XRP, and the Scott Bessent. He's the US federal state government treasurer. He's all right. Nothing wrong with the crypto. It just needs regulation and license. It hasn't got it yet. They've been selling the damn stuff without a license. This is how crooked it is. It's fraud. When you sell something to someone, especially money, when you haven't got a license to sell it. That's Michael Saylor selling all the cryptos without a license. And he expects to get away with it, with his Bitcoin, without paying tax. That's what he's saying. Don't need to pay tax. You can get away with it. No, Michael Saylor, because the XRP is going to take you out and bankrupt you. That's what I see. I see right through it. Okay, I'm watching what you fellas are doing with your crypto, because when the chip coin comes along, it'll dissolve all your cryptos. If you can't show me your Admiralty law of the sea, you're in the sea with your sea flag, I'm putting the land flag of King William IV and King William III, and the 8-point star that picks up the rent, the Municipal Corporations Act 1835, on your head. Where is your Admiralty where you got your mortgage from? You haven't got one, that's why. You haven't got one. It came from King William III, Dutchman, that found New Zealand, and Easter Island, Rapa Nui. He found these 2 islands and put his jurisdiction in both. And I'm holding both those jurisdictions with the Moai statue in London. And in Dunedin with the crown in his head. That's the Moai crown in Dunedin. Queen Elizabeth put it there because someone stole it and she bought it off the stealer and stuck it there for her title to all the Europeans down South Island. You're on my title. Down there, my own indigenous native title memorial to East Island. The birth of the world, naval. There. And the birth of New Zealand here, Te Pito, from Te Pito there to Te Pito here to East Cape. On my land blocks I got kicked off by those people over there, those Maoris down there, kicked me off the Koheres. They're not even on the register as a real name. They won't find it anywhere, because it's the mortgage bank's name. You see, the Maoris are going to get caught. I don't care no more. Because the Pākehās in Parliament is dissolving all their Maori invention. Ngāti Whātua tribe, that's invented by the Pākehās in Wellington, Beehive. It's being constructed there, right? And I'm taking them on and dissolve them as soon as I get this through with Eddie Mitchell on that money. I'll get it back, 17 trillion, and up it goes 33 times its value. Right? That's what IMF gets. 33 times 17 trillion. And then they lend it out. That's 17 trillion. I'm going to see what they do when I do it. Okay, I'll get it back. Then I'll put it, because Eddie Mitchell has gone around the world exactly doing that. And I'm going to take it all off him, because it's not his brain. His brain is going to hang in a rope. right? For stealing. You know what? I'm going to use the Chinese CPCP death penalty for stealing 151 million. One of the Chinese that stole it is getting executed. Bang, shot, gone. That's Eddie Mitchell. You're going to get that law on your head. You're going to get that law on your head. And Jacinda Ardern you get into. And Chris Hipkins. I'm telling you flat out. You're going to get that, Chris Hipkins, because you're the one that jabbed everybody with Jacinda Ardern saying it's safe and effective. Look how many people died now. And the other one, Ashley Pufnell, ran away. They all ran away. Jacinda Ardern's gone to America underneath Trump in Boston, hiding away there in the university, drawing a book about all her experiences as a politician. Well, tell her, put this story in there where she jabs it and says it's safe and effective. We're going to jab her. The law here, she's going to get extradited back to New Zealand and jab 6 times and see what happens. See if her horse teeth fall out. See what happens to her. I want to see her body in a glass cage in humiliation in Queen Street where everybody can see what you do to a poisonous treason bitch. Right? You put them in a cage, a glass cage, then turn the gas on very slowly to make her convulse, and then somebody will finish her off with the Chinese execution law. That's what you get for stealing and chemtrails and COVID-19 and poisoning people, especially God's people. Okay? There's the innocent ones in Palestine and all the child trafficking of Donald Trump. He's caught. That's why Pam Bondi and Kash Patel have been caught out by Scott Bessent, the US Federal State Overseas Committee. See, they've caught them out. They won't say that Trump was involved. They're trying to cover Trump up. Well, Trump, you're gone, mate. You're gone because you got your floozy. Pam Bondi was your girlfriend, banging you up against the wall, and Kash Patel is going to fall to pieces. Both of them. All of you are going to fall to pieces because Scott Bessent is not mucking around. He's not mucking around. He wants you all cleaned out and he's going to take the crypto over and run it the way I think. And the British crypto is safe. It's regulated. And I'm putting the chip coin in Britain to strip the cryptos right out the way. Okay, watch what a mortgage broker does. Okay, that's all. I'm going to have my eggs for dinner now, and that's what I had all day. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye for now. Today is Thursday, the 6th of November 2025, and now the time is 5 o'clock, 11 minutes past 5 on Thursday afternoon, and we'll catch up with you later. I'm going to have another court hearing on Saturday on Zoom. Okay, I'll let you know now. I'll have a Zoom hearing about Donald Trump and his Grayscale XRP Trust versus the Maui Crown King William III Trust, the creditor, and he's the debtor on the high seas. We're on the dry land with the flag of King William III and the 8-point star of St. Patrick in Downpatrick, Northern Ireland, Belfast. That's my family over there and here. Okay? Just to tell you, this is the story that should have been told, but never did. Got hidden, swept under the carpet, and the Freemasons went their own way, and the Queen went their own way, the King went their own way, Charlie, and they're all in a mess. Chaos is all they know. And stealing money and laundering, especially laundry, and child trafficking, and poison. They're all the devil, the black cross, the little one, around the little red cross on our flag. That is Satan. That is all these thugs and pirates on the high sea around King William IV, 1835, the Constitution Act, 1835, and the Municipal Corporations Act to pick up the rent of all the leased land in the world with the 8-point star of St. Patrick and our family. The Wānoa family and the Rogan family and Killen Russ's family and Pare Rivers family in Ireland. Okay, I can say some more, but that's all I want to say. Because there's only her, me and Killen running this show. Okay, that's 3. You need 3 for a quorum, and that's it. Because everybody else has got a Maori mind with whakapapa. You stay with your whakapapa and go and do your thing, because there's nothing wrong with whakapapa. You just need to carry on doing what you're doing, but stay away from our contract. I've got a contract with Killen Rush running. It is running as live. The videos like this one is live. And on Saturday I'll have a live video around 7 o'clock. That's British time, 7 o'clock. And New Zealand would be 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so there. That's ready for then. I'll put a link on only for me, Pare, Jason here, and Alex Kite. He's a replacement. And there's 4 of us that are conversant with what I'm saying. It's going in their brain, and they know what to do with it because they're listening. And then we've got Killen over there all by himself. There's nobody there that can keep up with what we're doing between me and Killen. He's picking up gradually, but I'm keeping him together with us here, a partner. We've got a contract with Moai Crown King William III Trust, registered in the Company's House in London, to take on any trust, like any Mitchell Family Trust versus the trust, this one. But I'm having a personal case, John Wanoa versus Eddie Mitchell in the High Court. Not the company, just him. I want him in there and his brain in front of a judge to see who put everything together to get 17 trillion. Eddie Mitchell or me? You guess who? With all the court of record, with all the experience to put a mortgage together and know what you're talking about. See what the judge says to him. I'll give the judge some questions to ask him and see if he can answer one right. When you start going into history, he's from Australia, New South Wales, prison convicts, and from England, not Ireland. He got nothing to do with this contract at all here. His name is not on the contract here. It's me and Mohi Manukau signed at the 10-acre land block mortgage in Helensville. He's nowhere near there. The Mitchells sold the land, the Manukau land, at the heads. The Mitchell family, his Mitchell family, sold all the bush as real estate back then, and he's doing the same thing. You're going to get the bill, Eddie Mitchell and all the rest of you corporates, 970 million trillion pound note, and you'll never get near it, and you're going to get billed. All 8 billion people in the world, and then we'll pick off the ones who want to join and eliminate their names off that $8 billion list, 8 billion person list, or citizens list. And then you'll be left with the others paying the bill. They've got to get their money from somewhere. Okay, that's all. We'll see you later. I'm going to go now. I'm going to have my 2 eggs and go on from there. I'm going to look at my raft. My raft to take my car and my caravan or my boat across, because the ferry for my car and my boat and trailer cost $680 one way, and now it's just going to make this boat so I can go backwards and forwards and put my house on it. I'm going to put the caravan on it and just sit on the table outside. 5 meters is wide enough to put a table, chairs, barbecue outside, and I put my rod over the edge in the harbour there and have a fish, or put the pot in. I've got my brand new crayfish pot in the little trailer here, ready to tip over the side. Now I push it out with the little motor around the corner in the bay and just drop the pot where I want to put it. And I'll get me a dive suit for Christmas. I'll ask my my boy and my girl to go and give me a suit, a cheap one from the warehouse. $100 for a suit and some weight belt and flippers and a goggle because all my stuff is too small. I went and bought some stuff and when I got it, it didn't fit me. Okay, all right. See you later. Bye bye. I haven't had something to eat yet all day. Okay, bye bye.